Hey guys, welcome to StarCraft 2. Today we're gonna play another game of Desert Strike, Heart of the Swarm. Now previously, during my previous video, I played a game on Terran, and this time I'm gonna select and play Zerg. I want to make a tutorial, a gameplay video for all of the races, and you guys are welcome to ask me whether you guys want me to play more of a certain race, whether you're like a Hots guy or a Terran guy, or you just don't mind, just enjoy a good game. Honestly, most of the time I just play random, but since it's in a recorded gameplay and tutorial, I want this to be more confined, so that's why I'm gonna play Zerg today, and hopefully I'll just have another Hots game ready in the future. Now looking at the team composition, we have a Protoss player on our team and a Terran player. Myself will be Zerg. We can see that there's a random in the enemy team and another Terran with another random. So we'll see what the enemy plays. We'll just play accordingly and counter accordingly, and hopefully we'll have a good game. Game countdown beginning. Yes, here we go. We're playing Zerg. So first of all, what units to go for? Normally I'll go for straight to Roaches. Look good. Have good HP. It does a bit of damage. Actually not too much damage, but they're good HP, so it means you can protect your bark relatively easily with these units. I normally just go for 4 units and will respond accordingly, because you never know what the enemy will be falling at you. Seems like our team is pretty good. They had quite a few zealots and they are going offensive. Now that I can see that the enemy essentially got quite a few Zerglings themselves, and obviously Zerglings actually do counter the Roaches. I myself will be building a few Zerglings to counter those Zerglings, so we won't be pushed in the corner. And the enemy's got a couple of Marines here. I actually need quite a few more Zerglings, so we can counter those Marines as well from the flank. The next upgrade I'll be getting is the speed upgrade. This is Zerglings now can attack and move in faster speed. The enemy's got some Balin, and it's kind of like designed to counter the allied Protoss units. So I hope he's gonna be able to do fine. And to counter him, I'll just get some Balin myself. Maybe just 3 to 4 from each flank would be fine. You don't need to have like all Balings. You do want your unit to be alive and do some actual damage. And since I'm gonna throw in just a couple more Roaches. You may be wondering, why do you have so much faith in Roaches? Roaches actually are pretty good. Once I go tier 2, they can actually kind of do sort of area damage and like anti-air as well. If enemy do go for anti-air, but I actually still prefer Hydralis nonetheless. And just gonna get some speed. It's always useful. And when you get Balings, it's always important to get additional movement speed for the Balings. It's just a matter of preference. Now what to do? Since my unit is designed to be some sort of shield version, I need to go on the offensive. To go on offensive, I need tier 2. I'll start building more Hydralis, and since we're taking the enemy cannon fairly quickly, because our allies decided to mass zealots. That's pretty weird. I'm gonna go get some detection, which I can clearly see there's a dark symbol. I'm gonna get some detection. Anti-air. Yep. Yep, I can see that. So what I'm gonna do is get some Hydralists. They're always good in the fight. Now that the enemy team has left, probably because they lost their bunker fairly early in this game, that guy probably lost faith in his team as well. So we'll see how this actually play out. And, the enemy has got quite a few of the Dark Templars, and what I think he will probably do, because I can actually see his Dark Templars now, he will actually turn them into Archons. Hydralists are good to counter them because Hydralists got high range, so you're not going to build more Hydralists. So I'm kind of sorted for like anti-air as well, just temporarily. Yep, as expected. Those are Archons because we can see them now. Allies started to build like Stalkers. I'm not really too comfortable with their build honestly, because they rely too many primary units such as Zealots and Stalkers. I would rather like go for like, say, probably some Phoenix in the composition, which is always useful. That's my opinion anyway. In case the enemy actually do go for anti-air. Really important. And range. And they're really going on the defensive, so since we're not doing much of damage, I'd rather build up my units number before I actually start going for the upgraded damage. It won't make too much difference now. Level 1 player is the Terran player. Now, okay, it shouldn't be too hard to win against him. Just need a couple more bellings will be effective against him since he's got so many Marines. One thing was in Marines, it's always good to actually get some armor. At this stage, not too concerned, but we'll be getting it very soon. Starting to get more liberators, it seems. Not too useful at this stage. What I'm going to do is just build my Hydralists. What I'll do is build Roaches. These units actually counter air unit as well, because they're like in a stationary formation. It's like a pretty easy to hit them and always useful to have in the battlefield. Now they can tank and they can do AoE damage, which is quite neat to have them in the team. These guys will counter the Marines and also the Liberators fairly easily. What I'm planning to do now is actually get probably tier 3, because I want to end the game like quickly. What I can do is wait for 450 gold, and then after that we'll just get some Ultralists. I think this is the best way to end the game, as this guy's got like some air units, so I'm not going to get any air units, so I'm just going to focus on ground. Although this game won't last long, but I still want to be able to show you guys the build using this kind of enemy. gonna get some Ultralisk now. Normally, as you guys can see earlier, I didn't really do any upgrade for the ground. I'm actually waiting to hopefully get more units and upgrade the height nose plating, so that way I don't really need any actual, you know, skin upgrade for the Zerg units. I'm just going to focus on the range attack. Our ally here may be able to, actually he won't be able to end it. Do need a few more before they make any difference. There's no point in getting it straight away, because one unit won't make a lot of difference. 3 or 4 of them will actually make a bigger difference. Our allies starting to adapt by having putting some immortals. They need to get some hard damage on the tower. Now I actually will do it because I think we can end this. That's what I think anyway. Maybe not. Fair attempt. Let's go for like more. We're starting to see more liberators and more units. Pretty much we can do now. Just get another Ultralisk and I'll just get some anti-E units because I think they're sniping up my Hydralisk. This is pretty uncomfortable. The other option I actually have at this stage is getting some infestors. What I can see, according to the roster change, is that he's actually got some marauders now, which means he's expecting to count. He's kind of done that to counter me, so my Ultimus will kind of like penetrate his army like butter, hot knife through butter. Let's get one more, and hopefully you can eat it. Nope. Those liberators do a lot of damage to air units, from what I can see. We need to get some anti-air units, otherwise we'll be troubled. What this will do. I feel like I can actually aim this if I just give a couple more Ultralisk. It's kind of risky though because the enemy's got a lot of liberators, and if I don't do something about them later in the game, I'm pretty much like putting all my money into like a gamble. Taking a bet now, and enemy's got heavy air force. Don't want those units to snipe my. And shit. Big trouble. Shit. Big trouble. Have to do something about it. Get more anti-air unit now. Enemies allies done. We got 2 away. Pretty much no unit. We're stuffed. We could actually lose this game, you know. this is a pretty unfavorable position for us to be in now. So this is actually focusing out on our ground units first. This is not good. As you can see, they actually do a lot of AoE damage stacked together. Once the upgrade is done, then they're like monsters. I'm actually losing to them because of the ground units situation, and what I need to do is really counter them. Infest is part of the answer. What it does is pretty much it spawns out like Infest and Marines and can do like quite a few of these in one go, so they can also do fungal damage. Hopefully they can actually really mean something. At least they do a lot of stuff damage. I think I have enough anti-air unit now, so I'm just going to focus on building more, maybe 2 more infestors. 2 is good because I want to be able to cover the whole enemy wave, so 4 in total would be really good, and the next strategy is to pretty much build more Marauders. I'm sorry, Marauders, Hydralisks. See that our force has actually been held up behind simply because of those liberators, and essentially what worries me later is that if he actually does build battle cruisers, then what to do next? That would be pretty awkward for me. I don't know what to do next. We'll see how things play out. Just a couple more Hydralisks and probably worthwhile getting some Vipers shortly. And also a good time to get some upgrade on those damage. That's maximum level armor. There's no need to get it yet. I actually should get, after this, I'll get my second gas. Let's end the game. One major weakness of anti-air unit is that they tend to attack the overseer first, so they always go fast. What I'll do is actually, just to protect my Corruptors, I'm actually gonna get maybe 2 to 3 more overseers so they can distract the liberators and let my air unit take them out. As always, that's actually a pretty good strategy, which always works. No use, it's just not working. We couldn't end the game, no upgrade. Meanwhile, we're in front of their command center, so I'm just going to get some overseas to distract those liberators. Never cluster units though, because they actually do AoE and where a disadvantage where our units attack one at a time. What to do? Don't get more investors, just 2 more. Now let's go for carriers, which I'm not sure is the best idea. Another unit I can actually get is some queens, because I actually do want to keep my ultras alive. Just hang in there, should be fine. That's probably how we win the game, hopefully. You know, we're confident now, not a good thing. It's just that the queen, they can't really do a lot of damage to the air units. That's the only worry. Nonetheless, since I'm so heavily infested, I'm gonna get some queens after my 4th infestor. Starting to push us back. There's one more infestor. After I get the queens, I'm gonna upgrade the ground. Units will really being pushed back. And then queen is not the answer. Not too sure. Probably would be. I don't know actually. Maybe not. I guess swarm hearts, they're good. Always spawn, and this guy doesn't have any detection, so they would be of use while in the battle. Just for now, I do see an advantage for putting swarm hearts in the battle. Yeah, see that the anti. He's added some Vikings, which is disturbing because those Vikings actually counter every single one of my corruptors. Let me check the upgrade. So he's upgraded maximum damage on all of them. What I need to do now is we're actually a major disadvantage. This cannot get swarm house. I have to regain superiority, so I'm just gonna put this on one. You may be wondering why no mutualist. Mutualist is actually a pretty bad idea because these liberators will pretty much just wipe them out in one go, so there's no point in getting them. And you can see that they actually do attack the corruptors first of all. Only thing I can't really see happening now is after getting some queens, I'm starting gonna get some wipers. Just pull their enemy in, and like what I have to say is that in the late game, the Zerg race actually do have the biggest advantage. Yeah, wipers will be really helpful. Now that the enemies established like strong anti-air, I probably won't be able to win him in the air now. Definitely won't be able to because he's got so many of his Vikings and stuff to focus, I suppose, maybe on ground. I'm actually confused at the moment. But Swamp Host definitely will be worth their while. Just gonna throw a couple more queens and get maximum armor upgrade. We don't have to worry about ground. Throw one more queen, and what I'll do next is Vipers. They're good. Start gonna get some build some Vipers now. They'll definitely be useful. Now my unit actually is able to destroy the enemy wave, and like we'll see if the ally can actually break through the train. Hopefully they can do something. So that just proves the queens are actually quite useful. Although it's not going to make much difference, but I'll get some Vipers anyway. Which one will infest this? So this is really actually gets really messy. Quite a few Vipers. They'll cause some headache just for a while, and just gonna get some more infestors. After getting a couple more infestors, I did my third gas. Now the battle cruisers in the field, mind control thing would be really useful. We can control those battle cruisers for ourselves. He's got Yamato cannon. Now's a good time to get armor. Once armor, we're gonna get our upgrade on the air units. Probably we may actually need some more. Okay, get ground unit first. Here you go. Let's tear them apart, boys. Let's take these units apart. Fortunately, don't see my air units winning because they're like actually disadvantaged, which is pretty bad. And like these infested marines are really paying themselves off. Unfortunately, these battle cruisers do pose a major threat to my ground units. Just gonna what to do now. Let's throw a couple more swarm hosts, and I'll just continue investing in infestors. Really good. Once I have enough of them, we'll unleash the wild card, which is control the enemy battle cruisers, and let's see. I think hopefully we can actually win on that. I'll just turn the remaining Zerglings to Bailing. Sensor lock. Okay, some disagreements here. I think we could win if Tyr actually leave the game, please. We can win it. To leave the game, I think we can actually win that if he leaves. Because Zerg actually do have the best advantage in late game. Through sheer numbers, they can actually be a real beast. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to show you guys this round, but nice. So our ally blue, he's got the Tempest. They actually do count the better curses, which is good. Till, he's unfortunately, I don't really think his unit composition is really good. I do reckon he should give probably some centuries. Now he's gonna get his mothership. And if that doesn't help us, well, who knows what we'll do. And this might be it, no, maybe not. I was hoping that we can end this game. Maybe this will. Yay, GG. So this is how you win a Zerg game, guys.